Hi friends, thanks for joining me today. I know it's a late one. It is 1:30 in the morning. I had maybe adjusted a pub shift and I'm knackered, but it is also the 1st of May, the end of the week, the end of the month, and I am trying to fit in a checkout and a check-in because a failure to plan is planning to fail. And with this momentum, I kind of want to avoid that. So if you are new here, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy. I am a 39-year-old expat living in London. I'm here to chase this dream, but I'm also carrying 9,000 pounds worth of credit card debt that I'm on a journey to paying it all off. So if you guys know, and how I do that, I guess, is through managing a couple of side hustles and working a full-time 9 to 5 job while and just waiting for the opportunity of going for it. So anyway, without derailing, it is very late, by the way, and that can happen. So grab a drink. I'm just gonna start off with my month of April. So you can see here, let's zoom you in. You can see here, so the last check-in I did was, I believe here that day on the 24th. So the 25th, I did a beauty treatment. I went for the first time in like 6 months. So yeah, 32 pounds. I got a massage. I felt really tired and I felt really confident with my budget. And then I realized, oh, I've got about 40 pounds to spend this week. This doesn't bode very well. Anyway, the 26th, my very last direct debit of my bank fees, $11.95 came out. I went to the office and spent $23.55. I spent about £8 in TFL charges and bought some lunch. And I normally went over because I did spend £4 on a good to go food parcel. So it's fantastic if you are ever living in a city in London or sorry, a city in London, a city in the UK. So I believe it's available in Birmingham, Leeds, Nottingham. Yeah, if you can check it out, there should be one nearby you. So it's basically avoiding just an app to avoid food wastage, and you'll get mystery bags. And I went to this cute cafe. I got a croissant, a cinnamon bun, and a chicken wrap, all for £4, which I believe could have been a good 15 pounds. So well done. Anyway, moving forward, I did a no spend on, I didn't spend anything for Thursday and Friday, which is fantastic. Saturday was a double shift for me. I had to go grab cigarettes, so I spent £23.50, and that came with a £2 coffee. And to yesterday was a no spend day, so I did tithe £20. So you can see here I did 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 no spend days, which is a result of a month. And if you watch my last video, it was I was hitting a lot of milestones with my debt repayment. So doing an overview of how that month looked. I'm just going to calculate how much money I actually have left over. So going forward, nothing much different here. For my fixed expenses, I calculated already. I spent £1,409 and 3 pence when I budgeted 1521.45. So let's see how much underspending I did there. 1521.45 is, so I underspent £112 and 42 pence. Thank you for not for the council tax and underspending on the gas and electric as well. That's gonna creep up on me. I feel it, but I'm hoping in the summer months I'm gonna work my ass off and excuse me for my French, and not use much electricity and gas. So I plan on, I guess, capitalizing on the daytime because I'm a night person, man. So usually you have like tons of lights on. Anyway, moving forward, variable expenses. This is where I believe I shone through the month. So obviously I got my treat out of the way. I did some miscellaneous spending. I bought some trousers and a new pair of shoes, so I've overspent $24.99, but I made up for it for the rest. For gas, I barely traveled, so I didn't need to top up on the gas. I still have half a tank left, guys, and I made like maybe 2 trips since my last check-in, so pretty good there. I don't need to top that up. Tithe spot on, so nothing in there. And I used the overages, the leftover money from week 1 to week 4, and did an overpayment to HSBC. So week 5, I have £20 and 74 pence left, which I'm going to carry it over the following month, and my Costco $2.93 underspent there. So overall, I underspent 900 minus 687.51. So I basically underspent by £212 and 49 pence, which is fantastic. Okay, so moving on to my, there you go. Moving on to my mortgage, my investment flat. So just the same, there's no difference there. Savings, I actually thought I made a little bit less with, yeah, I actually did think I made a little bit less with, sorry, let me start that again. I overcalculated. I miscalculated my side hustle money. So I was 84 pounds off. I knew it, but this is why you do things 3 and 4 times. So I actually brought in for April 4,067 pounds and 22 pence, and which is why on my emergency fund I only put in 57 pounds and 45 pounds. I only put 219 pounds and 44 pence in, which is a difference of 57.45. We got there in the end, guys. So yeah, there's a little bit of a difference there. The shining moment for me for last month in April was basically my debt repayment. It reached over £1,000, and if you look at my last video, I am just elated every time I go over it. So I'm not going to go through it again. I'm just going to work on my summary here. Grab my purple pen. So my fixed expenses, I spent $1409.03, and variable $687.51, and my debt repayment is £1,016, and where am I? Oh, what is that? 66 pence, huh? Which is, let's see how much I'm gonna roll over, guys, for the following month. 4067.22 minus 1409.03 minus 687.51 minus 432.75, 434.60 minus 1016.66. Ay, no. Let's do that again. For £6. There you go. 86 pounds and 67 pence to roll over for the following month. Do you guys see that? Yeah, I am in frame, so winning so far. So here's my May's budget. Let's go here. Okay, so I got a little bit of an increase. The cost of living increase was kind to me. I got I guess my boss was a little bit more generous, I would say. So £2,045 and 56 pence that I'm bringing in this month. My investment flat, my tenants paid the rent already, which is fantastic. I love them. They are so reliable, which is why I bend over backwards if they need anything repairing. Side hustle money, I brought in, my baseline was 890, but I killed it this month. So I am rolling over 1,247 pounds and 12 pence. Puh. And my rollover is 86.67. So let's just see how much money I have to play with. 2045.56 plus 850 plus 1247, 12 and 86, 67. I'm bringing in 4,229 pounds and 35 pence, which is a winning month. Well, I guess I'm just in a good mood. I don't know, it's really late. So the first thing I need to pay for is rent. I know that's coming out either today or, yeah, I need to pay that rent. So budgeted 1,225 pounds. Council tax is 103 pounds. I believe it's gonna go out. Let's see if it does this time. My broadband is going to be 34.30. That's annoying that it's increased. Water is going to be 30 pounds and 45 pence. Gas and electric is going to be 60 pounds. £60. Next thing I need to budget for is my mobile phone. It's 18 pounds. And Apple Music, Apple Memory. Apple Memory is the iCloud, I believe. It's $249 for my iCloud subscription and $5.99 for Apple Music. What else do I need to pay for? Oh, that's right. Gym is $15.49, and my bank fees is $11.95. Okay, so overall, I've already calculated this is going to be totals. Is 1,506 pounds and 67 p. So let's hope that stays the same. We always hope that is. Okay, moving on to my variable. So variable, we have like 3 bank holidays in May. So I want to say, although I love working on a bank holiday, I took the 8th off. So I really want to I really want to celebrate somehow. So I want to do coronation celebration. So I'm going to budget myself 30 pounds for that. Miscellaneous spend. And I believe having a miscellaneous fund is fantastic. So is it Milk, Tea, and Chilled? Her channel, she mentioned having that in, and then as soon as I implemented a miscellaneous spend in my budget, I feel like I'm doing well. So thank you very much for making that suggestion. Gas is another 50 pound spend. I think I am gonna really top up in May. I just got lucky with April. That just like never happens. Tithe. There are 4 Sundays in May, so I'm going to put in 80 pounds for that. Week 1, this is where it gets interesting. Not really, but this is where I can control my spends. Week 4 and week 5. I believe there are 5 weeks in May, so I'm giving myself 20 pounds a day just as a baseline. And if I needed, well, I feel like it's living proof for me. It works for me. If I want to do something fancy, like go out on for a fancy dinner, and I've overspent like 40 quid, it just means that I have to stay home and, be resourceful for the next 2 days, and I think it's working well for me. So, so week 1 is 7 days, so 140 quid through week 1 to 4, and there are 3 days in week 5, so that is 60 pounds. Fantastic. Oh, and that's right. May is also the Canadian Mother's Day. May, I don't know, I think it's the 2nd Sunday of May, but it is my turn to, my sisters and I have this agreement because our parents are global. Our parents live so far away, and online doing things online is just a little bit of a nightmare. So we always take turns on which, gift giving. So we always share on giving gifts. So Mother's Day, it is my turn, and then I believe my sister's birthday is on the 14th as well. So my other sister will take care of that for me. So I'm going to budget £200 for Mother's Day. Mother's Day. Mother's Day. And that'll be £200. My writing is so awful today. Well, also because it's super late and I've been working with my hands. So just counting all of that out, just making sure I 30 pounds I'm going to dedicate to my variable spend. Moving on, my investment plan. I don't anticipate anything weird or anything bespoke happening with my investment flat. So I'm going to just make sure my mortgage is covered and my service charge is covered as well. Service charge, sure, I'll just keep it like that. It's late, guys. $334.91, and service charge is $97.84, and that has been $432.75 for the past 5 months in 2023. So I can't see that changing. Totals. Okay, savings. This is going to be a little different this month because if you had watched my last check-in, I've decided to go to a family reunion, which takes place in December. So I got to make a sinking fund pot for that. But let's start with my main sinking funds. S fund is, how much did I close on last month? $756.93. $756.93, and I'm gonna budget the same £215 and 16 pence. My emergency fund, let's keep that blank for a second, but I did close the account last month as $469.44. $469.44. So I'm almost halfway through fully funding that pot. Okay, so my family reunion, is gonna be £145. So I start off with nothing, but I am budgeting £145 in there. We'll leave that blank because my debt repayment comes in first. I am going to dedicate £610 extra debt repayment, just as I did last time. Moving down. So PayPal. The minimum payment in May is going to be £15 and 35 pence. So you can see here my minimums are going down, which is fantastic. HSBC. Hey. Oh, I have to fix that. I'm sorry. I can't do that. Okay. HSBC. So the minimum payment on that is going to be $69.17. So because I did so well the month before, I think I put in an extra £370 in there. My minimum payment, decreased by 20 quid. That's fantastic. Well, nearly 20 quid. That's like 12 pounds. And then my Virgin Media, the statement hasn't come out yet. Virgin Media, Virgin Bank, Virgin Credit, however you want to say it. So I'm just going to budget £61. That might not be the case though. Although I did make an extra payment of £110, so maybe it will be nearer to that. Anyway, my extra payments that I am going to budget this time round, because PayPal, they're the whole buy now pay later kind of thing. You get like 4 months interest free anyway. So the interest period starts in May. So I just want to mitigate the cost of that. So I want to make sure I'm paying off at least half of it. So half of my balance at least. So 390 pounds I'm gonna dedicate to send to paying PayPal. With HSBC, I'm going to pay 170 pounds. And Virgin Media, you know, you got to give something, you know, just to pay that off. So that should be, hold on, let me count this. Exactly at 610 pounds I am dedicating to that. 1535 plus 69, 17 plus 61 pounds is 145, 42, 52. 145.52. So let's see how I do. If that's how much it's going to be altogether. But if I plan on doing another 1,000 pound debt repayment month, I probably need to underspend 244 pounds and 48 pence. Unless the flowers or Mother's Day gift is half that, and you know there's capacity here, but that's gonna be really tight, so I'm not gonna put my hopes up. So let's see how much money I'm gonna put into my emergency fund here. So we started off with 4,229 pounds and 35 pence. My fixed expenses is gonna cost 1,506 pounds and 67 pence. 1,030 pounds for variables, 432.75 for my investment flat, minus 215.16 for sinking funds, 145 for family reunion, 610 for extra debt repayments, and 145.52. So that actually leaves me with 144 pounds and 25 pence to put into my emergency fund. So that's pretty healthy. 144.25. So let's just see how that is. So let's just where's my ruler? Let's see if that goes together. Okay, 1506. 67 variables, 1030. 1030 pavilion is 43275. Savings, I didn't even count that, guys. What am I doing? 215.16 plus 144.25 plus 145. So that's 504 pounds and 41 pence I'm going to put into savings. So in perspective, that is like that is really good. I don't think I mean, if I didn't have a side hustle, I'd be living on bare minimum and wouldn't be able to put anything away or anything towards debt repayment. Anyway, I gotta stop talking. I'm thinking way out loud here. So savings, moving forward, savings is 504.41 and debt repayment is 145.52 plus 610 is 75552. Okay, so how did I do it last time? So let's just make sure this is a zero-based budget. Just making sure I'm in the shot here. Okay, so 4,229, 1506.67 plus 1030 plus 432.75 plus 504.41 plus 755.52, 42.29 and 35p. That is a zero-based budget. So let's hope let's zoom out here. Let's hope that's exactly how this month is planned. I'm going to, before I sleep, I'm going to put money away into my savings, make sure that's taken, you know, that's out of scope here. And I'm just going to make sure I paid that rent as well. So I'll, the next video I'm going to do is I'm going to start trying to do weekly check-ins, so that way I'm on time. I do have a goal of hitting 10 no spend days, and there are 31 days in May. So let's just see if I can hit that. Anyway, are because I have been watching Budget With Me videos and seeing other people's progress. And that to me is me taking notes and trying to make my budgeting life a lot easier, because right now we are all going through this blindly, because I always grew up like no one's taught us this when we were growing up, so I'm just doing this like as by learning through the YouTube community. I am super tired, guys, so I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much if you guys made it this far, and I really hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend.